And now we're going to look at where to split your video. And the best way to do that is to preview your clip. So I'm going into preview, I'm making it full screen, and I'm going to go to roughly where I know I want to split the clip. So I'm doing it at this choosing a horse stage, so I'm just going to wait for the choosing a horse to come up. There we are. So just about to choose a name for the horse, and if you look at the time there, it says 108. And now I'm going to look to see where the end of that is, and I think it's around about here. So we'll just play from here. Still choosing, still choosing. That's not the video glitching out, by the way. It's just going from full screen to not, and showing and hiding the tools. Oh, I missed my window, but I think it's about, there we go, 353. So 108 to 353. So now I'm going to minimize that window. Now, if you forget to close the window down, when you try and do anything else, I might have minimized it by accident. If I try to do something else, it won't let me because it knows the preview window is still open. So if that happens to you and you think, what's going on, why can't I do anything, just click on preview. No, you don't. You find the window down here, and you can either close it down or you can open it up again and then close it down. And now it's just gone funny on me. There, close. Whoa. Come on, close. There we go. So now we're okay. So now we want to find that exact space on the timeline where we want to do the split. So along here you can see on the timeline the times relating to your video clip. And if you want to zoom in, you can use this plus arrow here, and you can see the times getting longer on here. So let's go and find 108. What have we got? We've got a 107 there. So if we click there, that brings the cursor to 107, and these are really useful. Now if you use these backward and forward arrows, the single one will move the cursor to literally the next frame in your video, so very slowly. This one will move to the next second, so it will go along in single seconds forward or backwards. That will go to the end of the block, so the block is your whole video, and that will take you back to the beginning of the block. So let's start moving along in seconds. Right, and you can see, just watch the video there. Okay, so we've started to choose the name. Now we can literally go back now, frame by frame, until we get literally the first frame when that box comes up. So we'll keep clicking until that box disappears. There, it's gone. Click forward a couple more. There. So that is literally, if I go backwards and forwards, the very first frame when that box comes up. So that's where I want to do my split. So if you look up here, you need to highlight your video clip. Go to the tools, cutting and splitting, and click on this split into parts. So that's the pair of scissors on the film strip, and click. And can you see that has now split the video into two parts? Now if I want to split the sound at that point as well, I now have to click on the sound section and do the same. And you can see that split the sound into parts as well. Now I need to go to the end of this clip now to make sure that I'm cutting out the right bit. And if you remember, it was around 3 minutes 53. So now I'm going to scroll along until I see 3 minutes 50 on the timeline. There it is. Click on there. So this is the end of the choosing process, and again I'm going to go just move it along second by second until it disappears. It's now disappeared, so let's go back one and go back frame by frame, and there you are. That's the last frame it appears. So at that point I'm going to go back a few more so that stays on for a while. So I'm actually going to go to the beginning of that caramel cookie choosing process, because we're going to do a bit of a zoom in later. Right, keep going. So that's quite good. Got plenty of time there. Moving forward frame by frame. Wow, a second always seems a long time when you're doing this. Right, that will do. So I'm going to split it there. So again, click video, so because I'm splitting the video, and click on the split. It's thinking about it. There we are, so that's split. I'm actually going to get rid of the sound because we don't need to use it, but I just wanted to demonstrate that you need to split the sound and the videos separately. So I'm just going to click the delete key to get rid of that, and this one as well. Go to sound, click the delete key, and that's gone. So now we can just focus on the video. So we've now got it. Let's make it smaller again. You can put this timeline back to how it looked at the beginning by clicking on this magnifying glass with 100 inside, and that sets it to 100% so you can see the whole video in its 3 parts. So now we've got our video in 3 separate parts. In the next video we'll look at what we can do with that middle bit.